Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength. Maybe she should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Kokolia, in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. Oh, what about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Kokolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final mission.
Do you think the Great Mine was affected by... Oh, look! It's Antonia! The miners and vagrants are all in the same spot. I sure hope they're not arguing again. Quick!
Here, take it. I'm afraid we're short on goods and materials.
Oh, well, we actually...
Hey, are you guys causing trouble again?
It's you! Oh, no, you misunderstand. There was a huge quake at the mine just now. Part of it collapsed. The vagrants here hadn't stopped to help. I was just discussing how to repay them. It's a shame the mining team's hard up.
Can't we get Branya to cover the bill? Can we focus? Tell them the good news already.
Whoa. You mean to say that we're about to be reunited with the overworld?
Are you serious? This has gotta be a dream. Good things don't happen.
Today they do. And you're not dreaming.
If things go back to the way they were 10 years ago, then you won't have to rely on the charity of others. We'll finally... Thank you, outsiders, from the bottom of my heart. The mining team will remember. Please tell Natasha that we're ready to get back to work. If the cable car station can start operating again, we'll dispatch a mining representative to negotiate.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on there. I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited,
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
we should tell Branya when the time's right.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. Oh, is everyone all right? So now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Rania doesn't keep us.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of...
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire.
Outsiders. For friends of Clara.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned.
Outsiders are friends.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the oath, which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld.
March! Everyone! Thank you so much! I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 000.
That's our Branya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
It's getting late. Where to now?
You made it. I thought.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on...
For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, but for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be, once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must... I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being... Relax, relax. In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever... Anyway, none of them were serious. So, ready to climb aboard? Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty. He must have recovered quickly.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly... Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to... Thanks for understanding. Lady Branya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Uh-huh. That's sooner than I expected.
Not really. But Lady Branya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
It's getting late. Where to now? It's getting late. Where to now?
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there.
Looks like it. Branya hasn't arrived yet, though.
Formation!
Whoa, this must be it.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention.
People of Belobog, hear me. Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret, the order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn. People of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, but before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Bronya, we're back!
March, Dan Heng, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother, she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd...
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people, but I also want to preserve their hope.
Dan Heng, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the Fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be... No need for apologies. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say. 2.5.
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you... Equally unforgettable, I'm sure. Anyway, don't worry about them. Let's go for one more round in the administrative district. I want to take more said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Payla and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the back. Whoa, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomarrow.
Geomarrow! It's a shame Daddy isn't here.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is...
A photo? What's that?
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission... Wait, that's a nice picture. And...
Wow, photos are awesome. Can Hook have it? You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents? It's you three. Come on in. I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big sister? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are... Photo? This...
Photo.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses? Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astrolix.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Vol. Big sister, March, Dan Hung. Thanks for taking care of me. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo take. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the...
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we... Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again?
Come around and have a look.